Thought you might have gone your office and cried.
He wanted to do that, so which just shows his, his wanting to put the team first. I think says a big thing about the kid, And I told him, you go over there, we'll get you back here, hopefully. But he's a good prospect, but he's still a year away. I think either way, but maybe offensive line wise, down the road he could potentially help us. But you can talk to Jeff about that. So where's what he thinks of him. So
what's your level of concern with the whip position, losing Ronnie?
That's it's a big blow because, and I say it's a big blow. I feel good about Trimble. I think he proved last year on teams and things that he can really make some plays in space. He's really improved. Derek DiNardo's as solid as the day is long. Really improved. But Ronnie was getting ready, I think, to take that next step that I wanted him, last year, really, and finally got some plays under his belt. And so, because he's got great leadership qualities, high motor, just a lot of things. He played the game, he's just playing faster and, more instinctive, and that's, now we're going to start over again, with Trimble being kind of new, and then I do feel good though about out of the true one back and stuff, we're going to be using Kendall at that spot as well, and I like how he's progressing right now. So I think we'll be fine when it's all said and done. You do lose a guy though. I think Ronnie had some special qualities about him from a physical standpoint, leadership standpoint, and obviously he's outstanding abilities, So I think he was getting ready to have breaking into it this first year, having a breakout season. I think
it sounded like that nickel formation was something you were going to use quite a bit. Are you more inclined to use it more now with this?
Well, we'll see. I think with with two backs and most 12 personnel, one back, two tight ends. I think we can still use I think we can use our whips. And we have the ability to use our whips even in 11 personnel. We can protect them if we want to play some man free. We can put them on the tight end and do some things. But I still want to be able to run our package. That's when we've been good. We can run our defense. Even I don't care out of 11 personnel. The three wides and that stuff. We still like to pressure that. When we haven't been very good, we kind of hodgepodge and piece that together, and we didn't run our defense. What we want to do, and we went right with the get-go. And I tell you, and I know Torian's talked to you guys about, I think Kendall. I don't know if I've seen a guy as sharp mentally. He's a tell him once guy. And we do an evaluation with our kids, and you've got guys that are, quick learners, or they're learn with reps guys, or they're tell him once guys, or they're, and he's a tell him once guy, which I'm he got beat today. I'd like to go back and see it was like a double move and stuff. But that's a learning experience for him, and we'll see how it looks. But I'm real pleased with his progress. So I think that whip, and the big, to answer that question, I think that whip position will be fine.
How are Trimble and DiNardo as coverage guys? I mean, are they guys you can trust in?
Yeah, in certain things. I think Trimble more so than Derek. I think Derek has, he's a good football player. Limited long speed. Trimble's a guy that, has a lot of abilities, and so I think we'll be fine right there when it's all said and done. Now, we can't afford to get another guy hurt, when it's all said and done, but that's the nature of the beast, and then we'll have to go from there, Then Kendall would be the guy, and hopefully you get toned back, maybe a couple of weeks into the season, and, then we'll get a little bit more depth.
Do you have anybody else you look at whip? There's only two guys right now.
Yeah, the one guy that could go back, I think, right now could be the McKinnon kid. If we didn't, and that's just I'm just throwing him out. I mean, we haven't even talked about that. But I really he's at the best spot right now. Last year, he was a guy kind of fish out of water at whip, and he was a freshman. We moved him to backer thinking that's it. And all of a sudden, he's making a lot more plays. You notice him making plays more so than he was at whip. But he's playing a lot more confidence in that. But the backer and whip were similar in our two high safety package. And I think if we got into a pinch, I think he's now more sure of himself and is playing faster. And he would be a guy that, because he played it all last year, he would heard the terminology and knows the techniques and things of that nature and the pressures. But also, playing backer, it's very similar from a coverage standpoint, you know, especially when we get into a too high safety package. So.
Your thoughts on Brandon Faze and Donovan Riley, the young guys that made some plays today?
Well, those, you know, all of our young kids are, you know, really improved. But Faison, you know, like I said, I think he's got tremendous talent, and you know, each day he gets a little better. He grows a little bit. You know, he shows he's got playmaking abilities. He's long. He's got good ball skills. You know, every scrimmage, it seems like he steps up and makes a play. You know, and Riley's a guy. He kind